So dear students, today we are doing one of the experiment from the instrumentation, that is determination of amount of copper in the given solution using colorimetry. So colorimetry is one of the quantitative analytical technique used to determine the concentration of a color species of a chemical species which is capable of forming a stable colored product. And so this is the instrument, that is colorimetry. And so what is this colorimetry? The chemical analysis through measurement of absorption of light radiation in the visible region of the spectrum with respect to a known concentration of a substance is known as colorimetry. So here a series of a solution we are preparing according to somewhat a standard solution. We are treating these are standard solution and determining the amount of copper in the unknown solution. So here you can see the tabular column of this observation. So if we have to collect a series of test tube, and these are the test tubes. So initially here it is washed with HCl, and then it is washed with somewhat distilled water. And for the first one test tube, so we make a label for each and every test tube, and for the first one test tube, so we have to add 1 ml of copper sulfate, 2 ml of ammonium hydroxide, and 7 ml of water, and total volume of this solution becomes 10 ml, and the concentration, that is 0.01 molar. In the same way, so we have to take the another one test tube, the second one test tube. To this you are increasing the amount of copper sulfate, that is adding 2 ml directly into the test tube, and 2 ml of ammonium hydroxide, and remaining the test tube, so which is filled by 6 ml distilled water, and once again its volume becomes 10, but the concentration it is 0.02 molar, since you are increased 1 more ml of copper sulfate solution to this test tube. So in the same way, so you have to take the third one test tube. So you have to add 3 ml of copper sulfate and 2 ml ammonium hydroxide and 5 ml of distilled water, and once again the volume of this solution becomes 10 ml, but the concentration, so which is increased to 0.03 molar, since you are increased here somewhat 2 ml compared to the first one, so you are increased the 2 ml of copper sulfate, or when you compare with the previous one, in the previous one 2 ml copper sulfate you are added, but here you are increased 1 more ml, and the total volume here it is 3 ml for copper sulfate, and the entire solution it is prepared for 10 ml. So likewise you are preparing 5 different solutions, 5 different concentration solution, by increasing 1 ml increment of copper sulfate to each and every test tube, and 2 ml of ammonia. Okay, so it is kept constant for all the test tube, and the remaining test tube, so which is filled by the water according to the adjustment to the 10 ml, and in the increased concentration way, so we can we are preparing here, and the sixth one test tube, so it carries the blank. Why it is calling as a blank? So here we are not adding any kind of copper sulfate solution, only 2 ml of ammonium hydroxide is adding, and the remaining test tube, so which is filled by 8 ml distilled water, and you can see, so its volume also it is 10 ml, and the concentration of this blank solution, it will be treated as a 0 since you are not added any kind of copper sulfate to this test tube. And the seventh one, so this is the unknown solution, we are calling as a test solution, and we are preparing it actually when the students are doing the experiments. So we are preparing by varying the copper sulfate and keeping the same volume of ammonia, that is 2 ml, and also by varying the water. So we are preparing it for 10 ml once again, but so the concentration, so you don't know, so you have to find out it, and also the absorbance or the optical density of whatever the solution you are prepared. So this is the one, so you have to find by using the colorimetry against the blank solution. Let us start this experiment by taking the first one test tube from the test tube rack, and it is already washed with HCl as well as distilled water, and here three test tubes, three burettes so which are taken. To the first burette, so you need to fill copper sulfate solution. Before that you have to thoroughly wash with distilled water and rinse with the same solution. So which one here it is using in the burette. Okay. So according to that tabular column, so for the first one test tube, so you need to add 1 ml of copper sulfate. So initially it is adjusted to 0, and now we are adding 1 ml of copper sulfate, and from the second burette it carries ammonium hydroxide. So 2 ml of ammonium hydroxide, it is added, and from this third burette, so 7 ml of distilled water is added from 0 to 7 from the burette. And now you can see, so this is the colored cupramonium complex, blue colored cupramonium complex, and before you have to keep in your rack, so shake it thoroughly because of somewhat the color so which is going to be forming. Next, take the second one test tube. According to the tabular column, so to this test tube, so you are adding 2 ml of copper sulfate solution, and 2 ml of ammonium hydroxide. Total volume of these two becomes 4, and now you are adjusting it for 10 ml by simply adding 6 ml of distilled water from the burette. So this is also blue colored cupramonium complex, and you can also observe the color intensity of this solution, so which is increased because of that concentration, so which is increased. So here so according to the tabular column, the third one solution, fourth one solution as well as the fifth one solution, so which is prepared by increasing the volume of copper sulfate every time by 1 ml and adding ammonia constantly 2 ml, and according to the adjustment for the 10 ml, so we are added the distilled water. So these are the series of prepared standard solutions. So from 0.01 molar to 0.05 molar solution. And now so this is the blank solution, and it is a colorless one since you are not added the copper sulfate, while all the five which are prepared initially, so those are the colored solution, and the color of the solution, so it is the intensity of the color, so which is in the increased order from 0.01 molar to 0.05 molar. We have to take one more test tube. Uh, it is called as a test solution, unknown solution. So this is the unknown solution, and it is also prepared for 10 ml, in which the cupric ion concentration can be determined. So this is the cuvette. It is a small tube, and first you have to clean this cuvette by using a small amount of HCl, hydrochloric acid, and after that you have to wash once again with distilled water. So it is already treated with HCl as well as distilled water. Now I would like to take this blank solution in this cuvette. Before that, I will rinse this solution by taking a small amount of blank solution in this cuvette. And now about 3/4 of this cuvette, it is filled by this blank solution. And using this blank solution, we have to calibrate the instrument. So this is the colorimetry, as you know, and first I will switch on this instrument, and this is calling as a filter, and initially you have to set it for 65, that means 650 nanometer, and this is the knob, so which is used to adjust or to calibrate the instrument by using this blank solution. So I'm just inserting this blank solution, so which is in the cuvette, into this colorimetry instrument, and calibrating the instrument. So here it is adjusted to 0. By using this knob. Yes, it is done, and now the instrument is calibrated. Now take this out from the instrument and keep it on the stand. Now the one more cuvette, so it is also washed with the HCl as well as distilled water. And now I would like to take the first one standard solution, that is 0.01 molar concentration solution, and before that I want to shake this solution thoroughly and take a small amount in the cuvette and rinse this cuvette. And take 3/4 of this first solution in this cuvette. Neatly wipe out the moisture and the water content which is outside the cuvette. And now, without making any disturbance of this instrument, directly insert in this colorimetry, and this is the display in which so we can read the absorbance or optical density value. So here the optical density value, it is 0.08. Now discard this solution. Wash the cuvette by using the distilled water. And take the second sample in this cuvette. Before that, you have to rinse with the same solution by taking a small quantity. And take this solution about 3/4 of the solution in this cuvette. So before inserting this cuvette in the colorimetry instrument, so once again you have to calibrate the instrument by using the same blank solution, so which is already taken in another one cuvette. So you can see there is a small error, so which is added, that is a 0.01. So now we have to calibrate it by using this knob. Okay, so it is adjusted to 0. Now take this cuvette from the colorimetry instrument and in the another one cuvette, so it is the second solution which is already taken, and insert in this colorimetry, and that will shows the optical density of the second solution, that is 0.13. So discard the solution, wash the cuvette once or twice with the distilled water. Take the third one solution. Before that, shake the solution thoroughly and take a small quantity, rinse the cuvette, and now take 3/4 of this solution in the cuvette. Wipe out all the water content or the moisture content, so which is there over the cuvette, by using the tissue paper. And now once again you have to check whether the instrument is 0 or not. So you can see the small fluctuation. Sometimes it may be due to the voltage fluctuation, and sometimes due to the some small disturbance, so which is happening during the removal of the cuvette or during inserting the cuvette in the instrument. So it is already calibrated, and take the third one sample, which is in the cuvette, the another one cuvette, and keep in this colorimetry, and don't disturb, don't turn any of the knob which are there in the colorimetry. So simply read the value. So it shows 0.19 for the third one. In the similar way, we have taken the fourth one solution and got the optical density value of 0.24, and for the fifth one solution we got 0.30 optical density value, and this blank it is considering as a 0. And now I am taking this test solution. It is also called as a unknown solution. So take a small amount of this unknown solution in the cuvette, rinse it thoroughly. Now take the solution in a similar way in the cuvette. So before inserting this cuvette in the colorimetry instrument, so you have to check whether the instrument is 0 or not, whether it is calibrated or not. So it is 0. Now take this test solution so in the cuvette and insert in the instrument. It gives 0.16 as a absorbance value. Now, so these are the values so which come by the standard prepared solution and also against the blank solution, and this is the last one, unknown solution, in which so we need to determine the cupric ion in that solution, and that also gives some values. Now we have to plot the calibration curve. What is this calibration curve? Plotting a graph of absorbance against the concentration of the copper sulfate or against the volume of copper sulfate solution. Okay, so here in this today's experiment we are plotting the graph of absorbance against volume of copper sulfate, absorbance over the y-axis and copper sulfate over the x-axis. Join the line towards the x-axis, and now we can observe, so this as a V is equal to 2.6 cm cube. Okay, 2.6 cm cube. So that came through the graph. Okay, so here the scale so which is mentioned over the x-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 1 cm cube, and over the y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 0.05 unit, because this absorbance or optical density it don't have any specific unit. Okay, so simply it is considered as a 0.05 unit. Now coming to the calculation part, the stock solution which is prepared, so 10 milligram of copper sulfate is dissolved in 100 cm cube of distilled water. What about this 1 cm cube of copper sulfate solution? So that becomes 0.01 milligram, so which is present in the copper sulfate solution. Now the volume of copper in the test solution, so which came through the graph, that is V, that is the V value, okay, 2.6 cm cube, okay, 2.6 cm cube. So therefore weight of copper in the test solution, okay, so as we know V value, it is 2.6, and we know the value of even W, that is 0.01 milligram. So multiplying 0.01 for the 2.6, and here we can get 0.026 milligram. So this is the amount of copper, so which is present in the unknown solution. So in this way, so we are conducting this colorimetric experiment for the determination of copper, so which is present in the unknown solution.